My name is Ray. I'm going to do something a little bit different tonight. I'm going to do a little bit of comedy, just to change things up and keep it a little bit interesting. Hope you find it comedic. Lockdown is now a distant memory for many of us, but it really wasn't that long ago. And believe it or not, the record numbers of us had a lot of sex during lockdown. A lot of sex. And from personal experience, I really didn't get much. But from personal experience, I would do anything, any chores, anything, all day, if I was just promised sex. So I would do like 10 hours all day for 30 seconds of pleasure. And that's 30 seconds on a good night. The truth is, it's really 15 seconds. So I worked all day. My partner only had to work for 15 seconds, or maybe it was 10. The other statistic is there was a record number of pregnancies due to the first and second lockdown. And can you imagine, child conceived during lockdown, 4 years later, the mother, she's speaking with her child, and children are very inquisitive and they ask good questions, and the child just says to the mom, how did I get here? How did I come to be? And then the mom looks at the child, and the mom says, you were a mistake. You were a lockdown mistake. But I'm only joking, because with children, we don't do that. Because when they're conceived, if they're a mistake, they then become an accident. We then say they're an accident. And then we say, no, they're a surprise. And by the time they're born and by the time they can understand what we're saying, they're a pleasant surprise. The real mistake was when he didn't pull out. That was the mistake. I mean, it was a matter of a couple of seconds, and he couldn't do anything right, could he? He couldn't pull out. And that meant, anytime that mother was looking at the daughter was beautiful, the daughter was lovely, but all she could picture is the dad's eyes bulging when he's having his pleasure, and then gasping when he's realized he's forgot to pull out. Thank you. And that gasping is really a case of him wanting to sort of fix it. You know, men always want to fix. We want to fix everything. So in that moment, in that split second, we're wanting to fix it. We're wanting to somehow get the semen back into us. At that moment. Because we're always trying to fix things, but I think we do fuck a lot of things up, and yeah. So that's lockdown pregnancies, lockdown babies. But the one thing about a lockdown baby, the one good thing for both men and women, is you'll always know who the daddy is. You'll always know who the daddy is. So that's a good thing. No DNA test needed, nothing. However, I've got a theory. And my theory is, just what if the man's out, it was Glasgow, he's probably having a fag, maybe going for a walk, maybe a jog at a push, and the lady's sitting at home, and during lockdown there was a record number of Amazon deliveries. Amazon delivery driver rings the doorbell, lady goes to the door, and the Amazon guy says, I got a big package for you. I've come to deliver my package, do you want it? And she accepts the package. Also during lockdown, we sold a record number of toilet paper. Why is it, anytime there's a crisis, we want clean asses? I don't get it. So there's going to be, if there's a threat of a nuclear war, if there's a threat of Armageddon, we want our asses to be clean. We're about to die, we could be like about to burn to death, but we'd run out and get toilet paper. Because it's so important that our asses are clean. Not just clean, we want the quilted toilet paper with perfume. But I'll let you in on a wee theory I've got. Toilet paper does not clean your ass. And this is why. Imagine if you have shit on your leg or on your arm or on your hand. Would you get paper and start cleaning it? Would you get quilted paper and start cleaning it? Would you get perfumed paper and start cleaning it? You wouldn't. And that's the same thing. So if you wipe your ass with toilet paper, even if it's perfumed, it's just like shooting perfume up your ass. It's not going to clean your ass. The shit is still there. And some of us like to lick each other's asses. So, I had an epiphany during lockdown. All this happened during lockdown. I was sitting on the toilet, doing a shit. And I remembered back on holiday, when I was on holiday in India, and I was really needing a shit, like a really bad one when you start sweating and everything, when you really need to go. And I'm running to the cubicle, and it's one of those, oh no, I better not shit my pants. I don't want to shit my pants. And you're actually picturing yourself having already shat your pants, so running down, and you're just so worried, and you can feel it. Is it coming out? Is it coming out? And I just made it, grabbed the door, sat in a cubicle, sat in the toilet. And the thing about India is you get a toilet attendant in every toilet. It's not like one of these dodgy guys in a nightclub here that sort of give you shit perfume that you don't want to put up your ass either. And so I told the attendant, I said, there's no toilet paper, buddy. And he says, turn on tap, Sergi, just turn on tap. And I says, no, I know. After I finish, I will wash my hands, I'll turn on the tap. And he said, no. A turn on tap, you need to turn on tap. Then I got it. There was like a tap beside me. It was a button. And you press it, and jets of water shoot up your ass. You end up with the cleanest ass. See, for the rest of that day, I was just like I was walking on air. I felt great. It was just such a great feeling. Suddenly, everything was much more vivid and sharper because I had a super clean ass. The jet works, the water jets are amazing, and they were so good that I went back to those toilets, even when I didn't need a shit, just to use their jets, just to get water shut up my ass. So the real reason I'm here tonight, the real reason it's not really for stand-up comedy, is to sell you, it's actually to sell you ass washers, butt washers. I've got 3 grades, so meet me at the bar afterwards, and we'll discuss which grade you want. You could get the bottom of the range one, that just shoots up cold water. You get the mid-range one, that's sort of mixed, sort of warm water, a bit of soap, and then the top of the range, Ferrari ass washer, and that's the one you want. The reason it's top of the range is one of my staff members will actually come to your house and he will measure your ass. He'll measure the circumference, diameter, everything. He will get one tailor-made for your needs. So yeah, I'm not really here. I don't have any ass washers. I'm not here to sell ass washers. Well, any plumbers here? We can go into business then. And another thing during lockdown, there was a record number of pets that were bought during lockdown. A record number of pets. Who here bought pets during lockdown?
Woo!
Not a lot of people. So the really sad thing about lockdown pets, the really sad thing for me, are the ones that get given away for free. You gotta charge money for them, you gotta get paid. So I had a lockdown mistake of my own. And it was the cutest puppy you've ever seen. It was a Pomeranian. She was just the cutest. She was beautiful, fluffy. She was like a teddy. It was like Winnie the Pooh that had a baby, and it was like a small teddy but with 4 legs. And I love her so much, and she's so sweet, so adorable, so small. And I even pick her up sometimes. I bring her up close because she's so light. She weighs like 1.5 kg. I bring her closer to me. I look into her eyes, all ready for a kiss. And all I can smell is shit. Her breath stinks of shit. So, when I'm out walking with her, I always have like the same issue, the same problem. So I'll be out walking with her. Her name's Amore. Amore, it means love in Italian. I'll be out walking with her, and there'll be a group of people coming closer to me. And I can hear them before I see them. And they always say the same thing. So, the biggest idiot of the group will turn to all of them and say, "Look at her, she's so small. She's so small. It's as if everyone in the group is blind and can't see that my dog is so small. My dog is so small. I can see it, they can see it, everyone can see it. Why does that one person in the group have the need to tell everyone how small my dog is? As I get closer, another idiot in the group will then say something along the lines, she's so teeny, she's so teeny. And then they'll get even closer, and once they see me, the biggest idiot of the day and of the group will look at me, look at the dog, look at me, look at the dog, look at me, and then ask me, will she get any bigger? And that's when I say, how the fuck should I know? Because if I could see the future, I would have never bought the dog. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm Ray of Sunshine. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.